Well, praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Guys, I just want to drop a few quick words, and this is going to really be quick today. Um, this is concerning the protest that's supposed to be coming up on April 5th. Guys, all I have to say about that is if y'all decide that that's what y'all want to do it. But I would like to also ask you to think about what happened when Trump was in office before. Now, by our Constitution, we have the right to protest. Um, we have that right. But when Trump was in office before, remember that was during a time where there were so many protests all over America. It was protest at the protest at the protest. And instead of Trump listening or trying to lend a give understanding, what Trump did was he ordered the police to beat the people. I mean, you guys were out there protesting, not silently, but peacefully. Things did eventually start getting out of hand because of the way the police officers was treating the protesters. I myself had went downtown Columbus and I was online talking about how good the Columbus police was handling this situation. Wasn't protesting, but I was online telling the people about how good the police was handling the situation. And I got pepper sprayed myself. And to make it so bad, I had on shades. And the police officer went to the side of me, the side of the crowd, and singled me out and sprayed me behind and aimed and sprayed me. The time because I saw it, and the time I turned, he got me right in between to make sure it got me, in between my glasses and my eye. And there was another older lady standing by me, and she got sprayed just a little bit. But that police officer came up on me 3, 4 times. Just kept on spraying me, kept on spraying me, kept on spraying me. See, and I wasn't protesting. I was online at the particular time telling the people how good Columbus police was handling the situation. And I got pepper sprayed. So just be attentive. Make sure that you have on some eye goggles or something where they can't come and sneak you like they snuck me. Okay, an innocent person that was actually down there, um, just giving out raves. Just like, look at Columbus. I'm so proud of our police officers. They dealing with this thing right. They ain't out there this that. Next thing you know, all hell broke loose. So be careful and make sure you got the right things that you need while you're out there protesting. Cause Trump, whether you protesting peacefully or not, Trump is one to escalate it like he did before. That was what, 2021, like 2020, 2021, somewhere in there. And remember, he was the one that called the National Guards in some states, some cities. That he also surrounded the White House with National Guard, and he tried to call in the military on home front for a protest. Now military ain't supposed to tackle nothing home front unless it's like some kind of terrorist thing. But the people were just out there protesting. Trump is dirty. I don't know what made y'all put him back in there. I don't. So if y'all plan on doing this thing, my only words that I can tell you, I can't tell you don't, and I can't tell you to do it. I'm just saying be careful and pay attention, and please make sure that your eyes are covered and protective. That stuff hurt. They're not allowed to use that in war, but yet they used it on home front. You know, it's not right. Our government is not right. Trump, I ain't never seen no president like Trump. And I done been through a few Trump. I done been through quite a few presidents. And I ain't never seen nothing like Trump. That man, he don't want to lead. He want to dictate. He's made that perfectly clear. And then, I mean, with all this, you got to also stop and stand back and pay attention to all of what he's doing. Even then, I was telling people that he want a civil unrest. He want people to actually fight each other. Um, he want a. It's not just him, but him and his people that he run with. It's like they want a race war. Pay attention to what he's doing. First, he tried to move the Constitution, was the 14th Amendment. Then, um, he's moving segregation law. He did the was it DEI? Um, then I mean, he's attacked. It's like he's trying to put black against white and white against black. And I thank God that some white folk understand and they can see that that little lie that he's putting in there, that foolishness he's putting in there. And then I'm also glad that the black folk can see the foolishness that he's putting in there. Um, I see God all through this one. I see him working in the midst of us right now because Trump is trying to take things to a place where it's not supposed to be yet. He ain't that one. He want to be that one, but he's not that one. It's close, but it's not him. Maybe Elon, but it's not Trump. Um, yes, Jesus. Just be careful out there, those that do go out to protest. Yes, the community need to speak back. Need to let them know that this is not working. But I also see a few months ago when I made a video concerning what was going on, our representatives and senators, they wasn't doing anything. I mean, they say they was trying, but they couldn't figure it out. But now they are trying. Um, Jasmine, girl, I saw you when you unleashed on them and told them this is some bullshit. Girl, I had to rewind that thing about 4, 5 times. And I was already like, okay, look at her. And she's okay. Now that's the Jasmine I know from the beginning before you got to do it all the makeup and all the hair and all that. Mm-mm. These last few times I've been seeing you, you've been looking like a person that has an agenda and you're not trying to be all off in the limelight. You're really trying to take care of business. See, we don't want them to see you. We want them to see that spirit that's in you, that spirit that's in you that is fighting for righteousness. And I know a lot of y'all probably said, well, she just talking too bad about. No, I didn't mean no harm by that. All I'm saying is that it takes from your message when you are a warrior. A warrior do not do anything to cause the light to be on them, they self. A warrior keeps things on the fight. Okay? Now, and then I don't think a woman needs to pour all that makeup anyway because it's just putting a liar's face on you. That makeup make you look like somebody that you're not. So I don't think you need to wear that personally because you're a beautiful woman anyway. Um, but thank you, Miss Jasmine, for standing up and fighting for the people the way you fight, and all the other women and men in Congress that stands up and fight for the people that are literally standing up and fighting for the Constitution. Now back to the protests again. If y'all decide that's what y'all want to do, then just be careful. Um, Make sure you are protected. Protect your eyes because they love spraying that mess. Um, Keep it peaceful, as peaceful as possible, and don't let Trump push y'all buttons to the point where y'all want to react and get to tearing up stuff like y'all did before, because that's not. you could tear up your neighborhood, but that has nothing to do with the government. You understand what I'm saying? You're just causing your people in that neighborhood to struggle and suffer through some things that they really shouldn't have to struggle and suffer through. Um, I know people are angry, but there's a way to carry out anger. You say, God says to be angry and sin not. Okay, and when you're tearing up people's stuff, you're sinning. So don't be destructive like that. You're out there to hopefully change the minds of those that are in power, that are doing things to harm the people and not help the people. Even though we know from past experience that protesting is not really effective. See, we keep staying on Martin Luther King and we keep staying on Malcolm X. You got to understand times was different then. People were different then. You have to find other measures, other ways to try to combat this thing. And what I find to be more effective is to get groups of people, go stand before Congress. Even though Congress is doing what they know that they could do, go stand before Congress. Um, Now, when Elon and Trump is traveling and they're met by protesters at their plane, or as they're secretly trying to come out the airport, now something like that, okay, okay, I can understand it because you're in their face. But when we out in the streets, they not really looking. You know, there are people looking and they're going back reporting, but they're not really looking. So just the best way with them, with Trump and Elon and all them, Trump and his wife, Elon, or should I say Elon and his wife, Trump, whichever way you want to put it, the best way to deal with them is literally going before Congress in groups. Um, Try to find out where they're having meetings and go to those places and protest while they're there. Things of that nature. Because as before, when he was in office before, in the protests broke out, that man let us know he didn't care. He did not care. Police was killing black people in the street, going and coming, and he did not care. There were black folks being pulled over, ain't had no weapon nowhere. Didn't even look like they was reaching for a weapon, and just was getting shot dead. Black men and some women. Women got killed in the cells. You know, it was a whole lot of foolishness going on. And he didn't try to stop it. He allowed it. And in some ways, I really believe that he was the one that amped it up. Okay, him and the people that he's working with. So just be careful out there if you guys decide to do that. In situations like this, you know, sometimes silence is golden in situations like this sometimes. Let God work this thing out because God is truly in the midst. He is working through Congress. He's working through the judges. So, I mean, come on. Trump is being shot down through the judges going and coming. Congress is finally figuring out different things. They're finally playing chess with him now. And the judges, they ain't playing no games at all. They ain't playing no chess, no checkers, no nothing, no backgammon, no nothing. They just laying the law down. Simple as that. And I love you judges out there for standing on the Constitution and not on this foolishness that Mr. Trump is trying to do. Um, Thank you. Thank you, judges. Thank you, Congress. Thank you for standing on the Constitution. Because some of like the Republicans, some of those Republicans, most of them is rolling behind Trump. It's whatever Trump say, they do. But even though they know it's wrong, but they still do it because it's Trump. You know? But I thank God that the few Republicans that are standing against him and the Democrats and the judges are actually truly standing on the Constitution, and they're actually enforcing the Constitution. So, people, if you go out there to protest, be safe and please keep it peaceful. That's all I had to say on this thing, y'all. I love y'all with the love of Christ. Be blessed and stay safe. Peace.